Okay, Aries, so this is going to be so difficult because I've tried it so many times and I look like I'm a lunatic sometimes. So I don't know if there's a Simon or a lunatic asylum or having to go to a hospital or anything that is medical and pharmaceutical. Seems to be the predictions that we're coming up with you for 2021. This is your predictions, but I will explain towards the end. If you haven't seen the channel already and you don't know what I do around channeling, then it might be very sensitive for you. Okay, so I'm definitely hearing though for you guys for 2021 that something is very medical, very personal, very private, and trying to find a private practice of anything that is medical, of needing a second opinion. Because I'm hearing that there might be a stroke for somebody in the family, or it might be something to do with around vinegar strokes. But I'm definitely hearing that someone might need to find a second opinion of anything that is also either medical, addiction, okay, because I definitely heard M, the name M, Emily, Melissa, but anything beginning with M. Okay, I heard a BMW, driving offence, or something to do with like a car. Okay, anybody that drives a BM, okay, or B and M, or someone that's called B, or Beyonce, or M, or Melissa, or Emily, or anything like that. Okay, those sort of names I'm picking up. If you don't know the channel, you might find it difficult to keep up. Okay, so I will break it down towards the end, but you've got to stick in there. Okay, again, there is something here around that you're going to have to stick in there. You're going to have to go there. I'm sorry, but you are going to have to go to rehab, or that you're going to have to go away. Because I'm definitely picking up here that someone could really be facing either one, a sentence of prison, two, having to go to rehab, three, maybe having to go to a hospital or something. I'm so sorry for all these messages. But I've tried so many times to change the messages, but they won't. Okay. So I'm just going to have to speak them. So there is something around that someone might have to find a second opinion of a lot of things that could be happening around you, around an Andrew, okay, the name Andrew or Andrea, anything also beginning with A, okay, Abigail, Andrew, Adril, Zedril, or beginning with Z, okay, but having to find a second opinion for anything that is medical, where someone might be having to either one, if there's an offence, okay, and you are all dealing with around court issues and stuff this year, then there is someone that could be facing a death sentence because of two instances. One for that, and another one for, because one of the messages that I picked up was different strokes, and that someone could have a stroke. Okay, now this depends if someone is looking after their health or they're in ill health. I really don't know, because I'm hearing a health care, that I need some health care and I need some care and affection. I'm picking up Kieran or Karen, someone called Karen or Sharon, okay, someone from Australia maybe, or Aussie from Aussie. But I'm picking up a 6, so I'm definitely hearing either Capricorn or Gemini energies for a lot of you, and that I need to care for somebody, because a lot of you might do this for your job. You might, work in these kind of places, right? But I'm definitely picking up that we need to look for a doctor, which is 6 of Pentacles, and I'm needing to look for pharmaceutical stuff that is going to support somebody, okay, that is in need, because I'm definitely hearing that somebody that you know of, doesn't have to be yourselves, that you know of is going to be in some kind of financial need or some need of attention, okay, because I'm picking up that there is going to be a lot of tension throughout your year, Aries, okay, for a start. The cards are not saying this, okay, yet. But I'm definitely hearing that we need a second opinion, and that we need to go and find something else for this person, because it feels like that this person might be let out. Now this might be to do with prison, and that they might need to go on tag, and that they have to go through the system before they do anything to do with work and finding work. So you've got outreach workers, people like yourselves that might do this kind of thing, or you might know of someone around you that is going to be coming out of prison, and that you might need to support them with their medication, which means that they go to the chemist and these kind of things, and basically you supply them a small amount of something, right? Now, whatever this is that seems to be coming up for you, it's like we're supplying a small amount. So you really could be dealing with a drug addict, or I don't know, even dealing it yourselves. I've got no idea. But I definitely keep picking up that it's all supply and demand, and we're letting it out one little piece at a time, right? So you could be dealing with around a Pisces maybe, but it's something to do with one piece of pie. So you might definitely be dealing with the King of Pentacles, someone having their cake and eating it maybe, but it could have a lot to do with also diet and nutrition for a lot, because we do have, I've got health, work and education and love here that are different messages. So for a start, the main ones for you guys is something around that having to find a second opinion for anything that could be medical. Now, there is also depression and things here for a lot of you, around you, okay, around you. The name Andrew or Andrea, but around you. And this might be having to find a place for someone to go and visit or stay. Now, this might be an elderly person, and you might be looking for a residency, like you might be trying to put one of your family members into a place where this would happen, and they would be the messages that I'm picking up. So if you've got an because I'm picking up like an old age pension or somebody, a pension scheme, or so for a lot of you as well. I told you these messages could be so sporadic, it's going to be very difficult. Okay, a pension scheme, and then some of this could be a place to stay, which would be a resident place for elderly people, okay? And it might be looking at retirement and a retirement home, a retirement village, I'm also picking up, so it might be like a gated community, and some of you might be thinking about selling up and going to a place where there's more of a gated community, and finding one of these places that is more of a resident home, but it's more of you buy it kind of thing, right? I don't know if we have those in Britain, but basically a residential place, okay, for a lot of you, for not all of you, for people of that age bracket, okay, because I've got so many different messages in my head that they could really be relating to a lot of different people, okay, so I need to try and break it down for each person, okay. So some of that could well be to do with like finding a residential place or a home for a family member, or yourselves. Even if you're thinking of retiring, you might be doing this in a retirement home. Some of this is to do with around someone possibly having a stroke, right, and that they can't look after themselves, okay, because I definitely picked up stroke, and I definitely picked up something around maybe Scorpio energies, okay, because that would represent that card. So I'm hearing though that some of you might be, if you've got, say, a family member that might be suffering from these kind of things, that you might have to find a resident home for this person, because it might be very difficult, say, if you've got grandparents or anybody like that, or parents even, for you to look after them, right? Because you'd be working, because you've got a lot of work coming up, whatever it is. Okay, a lot of work references. And it's going to be a lot of work for you to do. And I feel that if this thing comes up for a lot of you through this year, where there might be somebody that needs help in a care home, that you might need to put this person in this place, because I don't think that you're going to have time in order to be able to give the full care and attention to this person that might need it, okay? Like I said, these are so sensitive, these messages, okay? And it takes a lot of belief, whether you believe me or not, okay? Definitely picking up something around the name B, okay? B, anything that is B, okay? Like a B&B also, needing to find a bed and breakfast. So for some of you, you could be going on holiday and things like that, needing to find a bed and breakfast. But I'm definitely picking up like we're going over to stay and over to visit, and that whilst we go over here, something around a Pisces energy for a lot of you as well. So there might be like, whilst we go over here to visit, we need to find a bed and breakfast, right, to stay, because we can't stay here. It's something like you can come over and visit, but you can't stay here. You got big references of Leo for a lot of you. I'm definitely picking up the Eight of Swords for a lot of you, and it's a nice place to visit, but I don't think I would want to stay there, like live there, right? So there is something around your living quarters, or living, like the name Livia, or Faith Livia, or Liv, okay, and something around, like, I don't know, you might even experience that kids are moving out and moving on and they're trying to get their own place. And through this year, you could really come up against trying to find a home for them. Because whatever it is, a home here is also a residential home, right? But it's also changing where it's coming up to say that a lot of you might be dealing with family that could be moving out and that you need to find them a home. But when they do, you may need to get a bed and breakfast when you go to stay with them, because I don't think that the place that they end up buying or renting is going to be big enough for everybody to stay when you go and visit them. So I'm definitely picking up that some of your children are going to be climbing the ladder of a mortgage, okay? Now, when that happens, I think that throughout your year also, that you could have something to do with this family member as well that may, because there's, but they're saying that someone could take a turn, okay? Now, wrong turn, right? Take a funny turn. Now, this might add to the an Adam and Eve, the name Ad, or Adam and Eve of a Gemini, right? Now, this might add to complications throughout this year, because I don't see anybody passing. I just see that there might have something to do with someone needing to take it easy and steady, because there could well be a stroke that's involved. And if there is a stroke that's involved, but you've really kind of got to know someone that's of their health, right? Now, they might need more help than what you can give, and you might decide through this where you're going to think quite a lot. It's going to take quite a lot of thinking of what to do, of whether you can do this yourself or whether you can put this person in a residential home. And some of you might even contemplate on moving closer to this person to help them, right? Because I feel that whether they live with you or not, wherever this ends up being, it's going to be at a distance. And it's going to be something around either family or the person of like, well, we're all going to have to move here in order to be able to support this person. Or if they're going to a care home, it would be much easier for us to be able to go and see instead of keep travelling, right? Because I'm picking up like a lot of travelling references that could be coming up for your year. Also good things around holidays and things like that, but I really feel like a lot of this could be coming up for you around your work, okay? So I'm sorry to go straight in depth with the energies of health, because that's what I'm picking up. A health clinic, a health concern, okay? Anybody called Stern also, or Stan or Stern, okay? But someone's very concerned about someone's health that progresses through the year is what I feel, okay? Sorry, again, can't help it. Progresses through the year, because I can even stop this and it would still be the same message, right? So it's energies to look out for, but there could well be a health concern of someone around the family this year, and it might be involving putting someone into a care home, okay? Now, and that might also involve where you might witness that family members start to move out and move on as well, okay? And that it would be involving you going to see them, also the family situation that could definitely be involved. But these could be grandparents, right? These could be parents or grandparents, okay? But something like that, of moving and people kind of like, because I'm seeing this energy of like things being spread, okay? Okay. So now I am picking up, I'm sorry, of something spreading, okay? Okay, I definitely heard, someone's definitely spreading things, right? I don't know, it might be a Capricorn, sorry, in their card. That's the only card I know of where someone's legs are open, okay? I'm sorry. So I don't know what that is for, okay? But I'm hearing that something is spreading in a form of a disease. Now, for not obviously everybody, but there could be a disease centre here. That could be anything, again, medical, but there could also be a disease that someone is spreading around, because I definitely picked up that someone is sleeping around, okay? So, oh wow. Now, so you've got references of Lion's Court. So you've got references of Leo for a lot of you here. Now, someone is getting the rounds. Now, they're either getting the rounds in and they are now drinking, okay, and someone is now really going at the bottle, is what I'm picking up. Someone, this could be this person that needs to go to a rehabilitation centre that you may know of, okay, and that they're going to really be hitting the bottle, okay, and that they might need some help, okay. I'm hearing references of Lions Court. Now, Lions Court here is also a residential place, but I'm picking up big references of Leo, of a disease. I'm sorry, I don't know, but or like a something getting around and getting rounds in. Also drinking quite a lot, and like he's because it keeps saying that this person's coming around, right? Okay, let's go on to your messages. So, work, lucky stroke, a lucky stroke, that's why I picked up stroke, but then a lucky streak. Someone is very streaky, very long, very tall, okay, a very tall person, very streaky, but like a stalk. Someone, oh, yeah. Okay, I'm definitely picking up that someone could be stalking someone, like majorly stalking someone, but I'm picking up that someone has an eating disorder as well. Someone that has an eating disorder and they are losing a lot of weight. I'm picking up Virgo references now for a lot of you. Someone seems to be very, very thin. Okay, very thin. Because I'm picking up that someone could be an addict here in certain ways, and that they've got an eating disorder, and this could be anything that someone starts getting very concerned about their eating habits. But they're definitely concerned about habit, that's for sure, like really concerned about someone's habit. And trust me, you can take this as a month reading, but it's a progression of the whole year. It's a progression of the whole year, is what they're saying, that it's something to do with someone starts something, and it's a progression of depression. They're saying that it's aggression, and it's depression, and it's drinking, and it's abuse. So someone is abusing, which is also can be for oneself, which can be on a path of destruction, of self-destruction, drinking, drugs, alcohol, you know, whichever way. I'm so sorry for all these negative messages, but I always believe my spirit, you know. So definitely hearing big references of Leo, though, you know, big references of Leo. So what else have we got for you? Health, stroke, building strength. So that was where the Leo references is coming from. Building strength, building courage. So it's to do with a Leo energy. And it is stroke or building, a building like a block of flats or a building, okay? I'm working on something one step at a time, like one day at a time. Like this is a 12-step program for someone. Could be involving a 12, which is a Pisces, but a 12-step program, right? Which is one day at a time. I'm going to do this one day, and then this one day. Or Wendy, the name Wendy, or Miller, okay? But Wendy, someone called Wendy here. But Wensleydale also, someone from Dale, the name Dale Sabaton, or Dale, or Dale, or Dad, someone's dad, or, oh wow, I knew this wasn't really a good idea. Someone's, I really don't know if these are a good idea or not. Okay, I just heard that someone's dad dies. Okay, so I do apologise. Someone's dad dies. Is this a really good idea for me to be putting this out, Aries? I heard someone's dad dies. Okay. Okay. So again, it might not be yours. It could just be a family member that you know is obviously a father. Okay, a father. Because, okay, now it's changing again. That someone is going to be a father as well, like they're going to give birth through this. Okay, I'm so sorry, but throughout your year, you might lose somebody, okay, very close to you. At the same time, there's going to be a baby that is born into the family, a baby that is also born into the family. So you've got two instances, and that sometimes really does happen within life. Sometimes you can lose people, and then sometimes you gain someone. Okay. And I'm definitely picking up like a baby is born throughout this year for you, but I really do pick up that somebody could pass. Okay, I really do. And this could be a grandparent or somebody that that is put into this home. Okay, and it could be a stroke that starts this off, and then this person, I heard that could die. So I'm sorry. Okay. Again, this is where I start backtracking, thinking, you know what, is this really a good idea to be doing this? So it's like I said, it is really going to take some understanding. Okay, they're saying that this they're saying that this is really going to be very tough. It's really going to be very tough. Okay, it's going to be hard to accept. It is. Someone's really going to be going through it. Okay, so. Okay, so so work, stroke of luck, right? Sorry, stroke of luck, like lucky, the name Lucy or Lucky, but stroke of luck to do with the rounds. Okay, so I feel a lot of you though. I think that your work is going to be so busy that you're going to be really working hard. Okay, and that financially you're going to be absolutely fine. And I really pick up that someone could lose somebody here, and this person is going to leave everything to somebody, and you're going to be financially fine. You're going to have absolutely nothing to worry about. Wow, I'm going so cold. I'm going so cold. You're going to have absolutely nothing to worry about. It is also around a fire sign. Okay, could also really be happening around a fire sign. Okay. But I'm definitely picking up that you are going to be financially fine. This person could leave their house or their will to you, okay? And that if they do, then you're going to be financially set, because they're saying that you're going to be set for life. There's a life sentence here for somebody if they're dealing with court and a very bad person. There could be a sentence here that is given of life imprisonment, 2222 on the clock. Life imprisonment, okay, life imprisonment. So that's good news for you guys that are dealing with anybody that's very bad, that could be facing prison or sentence, because this person could really be facing a life sentence. I don't never see that as a good thing to really look at, but they're saying I'm trying to put a little bit of life into this reading for you guys. I really am, you know, but I'm definitely picking up that you might hear something around a sentence, okay, a sentence, and it might for some only if someone's on death row, okay, because I'm definitely hearing that someone really could be lost this year, physically, okay. There is also something references around mental health as well, mental health, okay, mental health workers, youth protection schemes, all that kind of stuff of working with kids, working with children, working with the community is really what I'm picking up, like a big energy of community. Okay, communion, also I'm picking up communion. So a lot of you are very religious and church-wise. Some of you, if you're not even religious, I feel there's going to be a marriage this year for a lot of you as well, is what they're saying. So I don't know if you're children or if you're not married yourselves, it could well be you. But it could well be your children that you notice that get married and that they have a baby, okay, and that they move in with one another, because I'm definitely picking up move in. Richard or Prior, but Richard, or like Prior, okay, cry, Tina, cry, don't cry for me, Richard, and it's someone called Richard, crying. Okay, so I don't know if there is someone here that is called Richard that cries because of losing somebody. Cries because of losing someone. Or you cry because you lose someone called Richard. Okay, rich. Someone's very rich. That's what I'm saying. Somebody is going to leave quite a lot of money to somebody. Like somebody that is very rich. There might be something that happens and someone gets left, like they're very comfortable, whatever it is, because they keep saying that money is very good, but during that time obviously it's not. but they're saying that money is going to be very good, and you know, whatever happens, that you are going to be left a lump sum of money, okay, through this. So that's obviously that's something to look at here. It could be around Libra here. It could be around a Libra energy, Libra for a lot, okay, because I'm definitely picking up that things are going to be like very good on one hand and very bad on the other hand, okay. So, and why I'm picking that up is that someone could have a stroke. They could have like this at the beginning of the year. They might have a stroke, okay, and it might be like on one hand is very good and the other hand is not, okay. But then when you weigh things up, when I'm looking at the energy of what they're telling me where it comes to money, that money's going to be very good, but you have to, but of losing the person, obviously it's not going to be good, but gaining the money and the wealth and things and being secure within life of what this person leaves you, then there's going to be a weighed up energy of how you're going to feel, which is obviously going to be very mixed up, okay, mixed emotions, okay, definitely mixed emotions. So, you know, just, but again, I think that this person's going to leave things to grandkids as well, where there might be this spreading of wealth for some reason, because I keep picking up that something starts to spread, okay, and then after this energy, it's like the soul that kind of leaves, but then leaves things as the soul leaves. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a soul leaves the earthly plane, and as the earth, as it leaves the earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, as the earth sign leaves, as that's what they're saying. I'm sorry. This person that could be leaving the earth for some of you could be an earth sign, is what they're saying. That this earth sign leaves the earth, and then what they leave is the earth to you, meaning that they leave everything that is tangible on this earth that this soul had. When this soul leaves the earth, which could be an earth sign, they leave everything that they created on this earth for people. Okay, so this person is a very hard worker, right? They've worked very hard in their life, okay, for what they have. And when they do leave, they leave everything to somebody here. And I don't know who that is, whether it's going to be the wife, husband, grandchildren, all that kind of stuff. But I'm definitely picking up that someone really could leave the earth, and when they do, they leave it to somebody. They leave like a house and a home and things that are all paid off, and like a job and money, all this kind of thing is left to somebody. Okay. Wow, these are very difficult for you, Aries, so I really do apologise again. A lot of people keep telling me don't keep apologising, but, you know, as a medium, sometimes some people will say, look, you're really not supposed to tell people these kind of things, but I am a medium, and I'm also included in these messages because my star sign is here, and people I know of, if this happens, I would more than likely know, right? Okay, and it can also represent myself at times, so I'm in it with everybody. Okay, I need you to understand it. Okay, so what else have we got? Health. So you've got work. Stroke of luck. A stroke of luck at work. So things really building up within your business. If you've got a business, it builds up and it builds up and it builds up. Okay, but if you've got someone here that works too hard, then there might be something around, because I'm hearing slave labour. Labour. Okay, I don't know what that's for. Love equals working on it one day at a time. Now, I just briefly want to go back to where this messages they were telling me around addiction. Okay, addiction. And it was also to do with around, you also call addiction like, what do they call, I'm sorry, but I am illiterate. But when you take down notes, that's kind of like dictating, no it isn't, addiction, like something to do with writing. Okay, transcripts and all this kind of stuff, right? But addiction. But also translating things, like a linguist that translates people's language and stuff like that, right? So I don't know if you're a company that deal with people, from different parts of the country, where it's having to learn a new language or something like that as well, right? Language, okay. But working on, so we go back to very briefly around the messages of addiction. There could really be someone here that has to go through a 12-step program, right? of someone that wants to maybe work on that one day at a time, but then also wants to work on a relationship one day at a time. So I really feel like for a lot of you, if you've really been dealing with somebody that they want to come back, but throughout the year they keep coming back. This is fly away Paul, fly away Peter, fly away Paul, come back Peter, come back Paul. Something around Gemini, whoever though, ever, F, Steph, F, but it's more of this, can we work on it one day at a time? And they go away, they come back, because it's like someone that travels for work or business, right? And it's this, can we work on it now I'm back? And can we work on it one day at a time? Now, I don't know if this starts off as a 12-step program of going out on dates and things like that and working on kind of things. Oh, really, man, I pick up someone is in a relationship when they go to work. Like, this is either they go to work and they're in a relationship at work, and then this person goes back to work on it with someone one day at a time. Because I'm hearing, one day in your life you will find that you're always waiting. Like, someone's always waiting on someone to return. Like, always waiting for someone to return. And it's kind of like this person works a lot. They go out and they're working and they're working and they're working. And then it's kind of like, well, I just seem to be sitting at home waiting for this person to return all the time. And it feels like that it's just like a slow progression of just getting, that gets nowhere, but it just stays the same. So if a lot of you guys are already in relationships or married, it just stays the same. There is nothing, I don't feel, that is of great importance around you guys that are been in relationships for a while that really changes. Now, if you are in love with, say, an Aries man, say, or woman, but if you're in love with, say, an Aries man, and this man is married, then there is no change in that circumstance. They're saying that there isn't going to be any change with this person really changing anything up. It seems to be that it's going to be quite a lot of the same scenarios of like, fly away Paul, you fly away and you go to work and then you come back, or you fly over to see them and then you come back, because I'm definitely picking up like you go to work, you come back married. That's why I tell people not to really get married. But again, you know, you go there, he goes there. If he goes back to another person, he's going to be doing that, because they're definitely saying he is going to be doing that. Now, it's either a he, she, or okay, he, she. Okay, you could have a same-sex relationship or a, why am I hearing ladyboy? Someone that is a man and a woman? Sorry. Something to do with a sex change as well could be here, like a sex change. Someone wants... This came up in one of the Patron readings for Gemini. It was for Gemini. And it was someone that is wanting to change, like physically change, like change from a woman or a man to a woman. And I couldn't work out whether that was that kind of energy, or someone that is in a same-sex relationship, or they're going back from a man or a woman and they like men and women. Okay, you've kind of got those energies that are here also, trying to break it down for different people. Okay. What else have we got for you, Aries? So trust me, these are extended channel messages, okay? I think that just about kind of wraps it up. I think that what a lot of you have got is this obviously very important messages around what happens to it. I mean, come back and check on this and let me know if things did happen, okay? But that there's an illness here that could progress. It's a progression one step at a time, one day at a time. But if there is someone that is a higher age, then there might be a condition of something spreading that could be cancer, could be involving a Cancerian, but like cancer, and or something that they may have of a very underlying illness that it kind of like works its way through this person throughout the whole year. But I think that if this person does pass, when this soul leaves the earth, they are going to leave the earth to someone, okay? Okay, now they're saying that this person could leave an earth sign for an earth sign. What on earth? What on earth? You seem to be having a lot to do with earth signs for a lot of you. What on earth? I'm also hearing what on earth is all this nonsense. That's probably someone saying this to this channel. What on earth is this nonsense? Oh well, never mind, there's plenty of other readers. Okay, so we're going to leave that at that, Aries. Stroke of luck, work, waiting. You know, I think I'm just going to stick with the main messages. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these separate, I think, at the moment, because you're the first sign, and I really don't know if I'm going to carry on doing this or not. But your actual tarot reading is going to be over on Patron, which will be the tier 2, only for tier 2 members. Well, the full access bundle. If you're part of that, you get the full reading throughout the whole year. So we're going to look at different cards. We're going to look at some angel cards, some of these here, and clarify everything. And everybody's been letting me know that the yearly readings that I did, a lot of that happened, okay? So we've changed things up. So if you want your whole year reading, that will only be over on the full access bundle of Patreon, okay? And we see if anything of these channel messages come up through your cards as well to kind of pinpoint when that might be happening, okay? So that is your reading. You can find the link below if you want a personal reading or anything like that. I don't do yearly readings, and I don't channel either for clients. It's just something I decided not to do, okay? But if you want a personal reading for a month, you can reach out from the link below, okay? And you can find everything over on Patreon, which is also provided in the link below, okay? All right, Aries, thanks very much, guys, and I will see you soon.